guys, we have 50 quests left. No, we have less than 50 quests left. We have 49 quests. We're gonna use the large shell to create a that's what we're doing. Okay, sure. That seems like, in my opinion, guys, that seems like a really efficient way to use the large cell. I cannot imagine anything better. Now, guys, we're at it maybe a yapping point. I hope everyone's been having an absolutely wonderful time. Guys, I've been having a wonderful time. I'm not gonna lie. Are you sorting than a 5th grader? That was a lot more fun than I thought it was gonna be. Baldur's Gate, honestly, guys, the new subclasses are everything for me. The new subclasses and the randomized gear is absolutely everything. The randomized gear especially, I think, just because... And guys, not that I've ever played Baldur's Gate before, but because this is not the Baldur's Gate section, I will admit, guys, I've played the game before. And random loot, really, it does revitalize it, because I think for me, right, it's like, it's tough when everything's the same, right? When replaying Wizard101, replaying on a different school is exciting, right? Because, you know, on a different school, I have new spells, that's awesome, that's cool. But it's not right, I don't have new loot, it's not a new story, it's nothing like that. I also say, I low-key, I'm not gonna lie, guys, I do think that me listening to the dialogue might be helping. So if I'm ever getting burnt out of Wizard101, we're listening to the dialogue. Okay? Because that might be something that'll help me, because otherwise I don't know what to go. Also, how is my bird, guys, you see what my bird's doing? What in the wiggly oogly is it doing? I know, Cameron. I'm so sorry, guys. I never meant to lie to you. It's just for the, you know, the Baldur's Gate portion, we have to keep a little mystery. And if you are watching if you're watching this, but you're not watching, honestly, couldn't tell you if this episode of Jack Ash is gonna come out before the episode of Baldur's Gate. I don't know where we are in my timeline of games that I've published, so I couldn't tell you. What I can tell you is, guys, my Hollow Knight series is officially concluded, guys. That's right. If you are thinking, Twichty, I've always wanted to watch you play Undertale, well, you're in luck, guys. My Undertale Let's Play will be going live on my channel starting Tuesday. And that also, now mind you, there will be more Hollow Knight, but it's gonna be my Hollow Knight extra credit series, which is where I do the 2nd and 3rd ending of Hollow Knight. I was like, we don't need that many episodes. So that's gonna be its own little portion, Hollow Knight extra credit. And then we're releasing on Tuesday, we're gonna have my Undertale series is going up. I do need to make a new thumbnail for Jack Ash, because we are officially, I just finished Mushu too. The last episode of Mushu went up. So now we're on Dragonspire. And then Nora just hit, where'd we hit? And I know I'm dating this episode, but who cares? Nora just hit, bro, where'd she just hit? Huh? I have no idea. Whatever, oh! Mirage, we're at Mirage, which, guys, here's the thing. I really wonder, I wonder if Jack Ash, I'm gonna catch up to Nora. That's what I really do want to know. Do I know why Savannah Seaflower is here farming these little minions? I don't know. Does Savannah, now here's the thing, so I guess Savannah could be my level. It's not enchanted, but Savannah, no worries. You are so cool. I love your wand. Why, guys? Because we're spreading love, okay? That's what we do. That's what we do, guys. We spread love, we spread kindness, and we also spread lies. Why? Because Savannah's, oh my. Guys, that's a good pet. Guys, I was about to talk crap about Savannah, and Savannah ate me up. This is really, you know what? Sure, Savannah, we can be friends. Oh, this is so awkward, guys. I can't believe Savannah actually has a good pet. Wow, Savannah's actually, damn, guys, Savannah kind of cooked me. All right, but let's keep going, because I don't know what's, oh my God, that's crazy. What level is Savannah? I don't know. Yeah, I get it. We're doing things, and we're being awesome, we're being cool. Guys, I hope you're having an absolutely wonderful Sunday. Nothing really that exciting happened to me today. Oh, well, I can tell you a little bit. Guys, I went to bed at 3 a.m. yesterday, and you might be saying, Twichty, why'd you go to bed at 3 a.m.? Because I'm an idiot. First and foremost, I'm an idiot. Second off, I'm stupid. I was playing some repo with my friends. My friends died, and I was alive. That was very frustrating. I was playing some Played Up too. Guys, I love Played Up. Well, I enjoyed Played Up. I think Played Up, like, so what I was doing was I was doing this, there was this autumn map of Played Up. If you've never played Played Up before, it's where you run a restaurant, you have to deliver certain things, and there's this autumn map, which every, like, level or 2 levels, it increases the party size, right? So instead of you having, like, a table of 2, you have a table of 3, or a table of 4, or a table of 5, which becomes extremely hard when you have to, right? Because when you deliver food, the rest of the table wants their food very quickly, and so you have to have, like, mass meals prepped, and you just don't really have the storage space for that, and so that was, like, a fun little challenge. And so I was enjoying that, but then it was really hard. But then we went back to a regular map, and then it was kind of boring, because on the regular map, I was like, well, this isn't very hard. Because on the regular map, you'd have, like, a party of size 2. Now, mind you, we did fail once, didn't we? It's still hard. I don't know. And I was kind of enjoying it. And then we played Repo. I really like Repo. If you've never played Repo, it's like Lethal Company. It's a really fun game. And then, oh, guys, has anyone here heard of Nubbies? Has anyone here heard of Nubbies? I know it's a game that's already been played on, guys, every game has been played on Twitch, okay? The odds of me ever being first to a game that's not gonna happen for like a year or two, okay? So please don't well, that's not true. Maybe a Borderlands game. Nubbies Number Factory. I was watching one of my friends play it. Oh, guys, I would highly recommend checking it out. It is $4. It is objectively, it's 20% off. It's $4. It's really fun. I honestly might buy it. I haven't really decided. Here, the issue is if I buy it, here's the thing, it's $4, right? So it's literally like no harm, no foul. But I'm like, if I buy it, then I'm gonna play it a lot, and then I'm worried I'm gonna be spending time that I don't have to be doing things that I shouldn't be doing. But there was Nubby. I was watching my friend play that because I was also making chicken last night. I made chicken at 2 a.m. Okay, because I was hungry. You know, you have to do what you have to do. And if I'm eating chicken at 2 a.m., I'm eating it. Which, guys, I made breaded chicken, or I tried to. So I had this, when I made stuffed mushrooms once. I was making a super dinner for my roommate. I made these stuffed mushrooms, which is where you take a mushroom, nuggies while playing Nubbies. Oh my god, that's real camera. So I was making stuffed mushrooms, which is where you make a bunch of filling. Okay, Savannah's, guys, this is supposed to be solo. Savannah's here. You know what? Today is an episode where we make progress. And if Savannah wants to help me, Savannah wants to help me. I'm not fighting Savannah, because honestly, guys, most of these bosses would not give me trouble. Okay, maybe I would suffer a little bit, but overall, I think I'd be thriving. So right, we have Nubbies. Sorry, not Nubbies. The stuffed mushroom. Anyways, right, I had filling left over. So I was like, you know, guys, why not I make breaded chicken? Because I've never made breaded chicken before. So I took like the breading I had, and I put it in a bowl with seasoning and olive oil, and like I mixed it around. First and foremost, guys, I put honey on my chicken because I was like, how can I make breading stick to a chicken? Because usually you're supposed to like egg wash something. Usually you like dump something in egg if you want like something to stick to it. Or at least that's what the book was saying, but then they said olive oil. So I tried that, and I don't know if I just didn't have, now I will also say the chicken was kind of frozen, so maybe that was an issue too. The breading like kind of stuck to it kind of didn't. And then I cooked, right, and then obviously what was the next step? I cooked it. So I cooked the chicken, and it finished cooking, it cooked slower because I cooked it at 375 because I was trying to make it like more, because the lower a temperature you cook meat, the more I think the more moisture stays in it, or the more tender it gets. There's something good about cooking it long and slow. The longer and slower you cook meat, the more flavorful it gets, unless you're trying to sear it. If you're trying to like sear it, then you cook it high and fast. I don't know, guys. I don't really know how to cook meat. What I can tell you is, guys, I finished cooking my chicken, right? And then I have a thermometer. Now, guys, I'm not someone who stresses about the temperature of my food, okay? Never in my life have I been like, oh no, guys, my food's gonna be, you know, like it's gonna be undercooked, overcooked, I'm gonna get salmonella. Like that's just something I don't stress about. My roommate, however, freaked out, terrified. In my opinion, overcooks all their meat they've ever cooked ever. And because of that, right, they have a food thermometer. So I use my food thermometer on my chicken because I'm like, you guys, you know, better safe than sorry. If someone else has it, I'll use it. So that my chicken was under 165 degrees, which the FCDD, the FDAA, the FCZD, the Food Drug Administration, the FDA recommends that you, cook chicken to 165 degrees Fahrenheit internally. And then I was like, but my cookbook said you didn't have to do that. So then I was looking on, right, I was trying to understand. And guys, don't take my recommendation. I would recommend listening to FDA. Apparently, it can be less than 165 if it stays an internal temperature of like 155 for like 40 seconds. Which, guys, if you're ever wondering, you know, disinfectant wipes or disinfectant spray, apparently, and this is whatchamacallit. This is hearsay, so don't be coming for me. When you have a disinfectant spray, when you spray something or do something, you have to have it sit for like 40 seconds. Okay, the disinfectant spray has to sit there for a bit to actually disinfect. And with like a wipe, you have to wait or something, because it takes time for the bacteria to die. And so, in that same essence, right, I said, you know what? We're eating the chicken. Risk it. Guys, it was good. The breading was good. I'm not going to lie. I really did like the breading. It did add a lot. Do I think it added everything? No. No, I do not. But it added something, so that was nice. Show me that chicken. What I have today, guys, I've had one bowl of pasta. Why? Because obviously I went to bed at 3 a.m. I woke up at 1 p.m., right? And then I was laying in bed. And you guys, I'm thinking about this. Guys, I honestly think people probably stayed in bed for a shorter period of time. Like, you know, like whatever, how many years ago, like thousands of years. You want to know why? Because their beds weren't comfortable. Guys, my bed is so comfortable. Why would I ever want to get out of my bed? Okay, when I'm in my bed and it's 1 p.m. and I am cozy and I am between my comfort, like my bed is literally the coziest thing on the planet, bro. Why would I ever leave my bed? Get what I mean? And I imagine, like in medieval times, bro, you're waking up, okay, you're on, you know, dog water chicken feathers that are poking through your bed frame. Okay, you've got a scratchy, I don't actually know medieval times. I just imagine, okay, it's cold in your castle, it smells bad, it's damp. Like, bro, in my head, I'm just like, I just can't imagine people staying in bed a lot, okay? And I truthfully think the invention of a comfortable bed has led to less innovation because people want to stay in bed. Because why? Because I was at 1 p.m. and I was staying in bed. And then I woke up and then I went back to bed. It was 2. I woke up, went to bed. It was 3. And I was like, guys, I said I was streaming at 4. We need to get it moving. So at 3:20, guys, that's when I freaked out. I went, I had to download, I had to download my VOD so I can make my clip. I had to go make food. I had to clean. I had to water all the plants in my house because my roommate is gone right now. And we have a bunch of plants because my roommate's obsessed with plants. So then I had to water all the plants and I watered my plant. Guys, here's the thing. When I bought my plant, it was like in a humidifier area. Like it was in a cold area with like a slight humidifier. Not like a crazy one, but it was definitely something like I think blowing a little bit of cold air or something. My room is hot. My room is hot, and because of my PC, because I stream all on one computer, like, not that even if I streamed on one computer, it wouldn't be as hot, but like my room is honestly more hot than a regular room. And so I'm a little concerned that my room is gonna be the wrong temperature for everything involved. And so I'm really hoping my plant's okay. Now I'm supposed to water my plant every 10 to 14 days, which means, guys, it is currently 4/27. I should water my plant. Oh, well, there's the actual date. I should water my plant what? In like, in May 7th? May 7th? But I'm like, I'm just worried that it's gonna get too dried out. I have to water my, it's a VV, ZZ? Is it a VV or ZZ? I think it's a ZZ plant. The first inch of soil has to be bare bone dry. Also, I watered it and hopefully I watered it good enough. I wasn't sure, guys, here's the thing. From my understanding, when you water a plant, you want to water it until the water starts like spilling out. When the water starts, oh, okay, there's the fish. When the water starts spilling out of the, oh, we're literally just like walking over the, what is this quest? Okay, cool, awesome, we did it. This was the most ridiculous quest I've ever seen in my life. When the water starts spilling out of the pot, then you're gonna let the water sit there right at the bottom of your pot. Your pot should always have a drain hole. And then after it drains, what you're gonna do then is you're going to, after it drains, you're going to dump out that water and then you're good. But you want the water to drain. I don't know if I did that for all the plants. I did one of the plants for sure, because what I did was, right, I like watered all the plants and then I left them because you have to leave, you want to leave them for like an hour or two so the water can like drain through. And so I left them all. And the money tree, if you've never seen a money tree is a really cool plant. It's like a mini tree. I recommend it, guys. It's really cool. The money tree, the water was all over our kitchen. It was all over the kitchen counter and I was like, ooh. But I dumped out that water, so hopefully they're all good. Oh, and then I saw fuzz. Is fuzz naturally on roots? Don't worry, mostly the white fuzz you see are beneficial hairs, not mold. Okay, good. Because I was seeing some fuzz on one of my roommate's plants on like the roots. I was seeing like these little, it looked like hairs. It honestly looked like hairs more than it looked like fuzz. And I was a little stressed out because like, oh. Because the thing is, apparently if you keep up plants like, right, if you don't have a drain hole and it's too damp down there, then bacteria will grow or like fungi will grow and it will eat up the roots and then it will kill the plant. And that's why you want a drain hole, which is why I have my little drain hole for my plant. Fingers crossed it's working. I will say, you know, Savannah Seaflower ward against blight. Oh. You know, Savannah is a very, what I would describe as a wide range of spells in their deck, which more power to Savannah, absolutely. You know, I will say they have 4,000 HP, which is a lot. 4,000 HP for a mob is a lot. don't think most mobs in this game usually have 4,000 HP, but oh, it's because I guess they are elites. Hopefully we crit. Please crit. Please, because a crit plus a blade would be everything. Crit plus 40, thank you so much. Bada bing, bada boom. 4,339. We're a winner, and that's all that matters, guys. Why? Because we're a fire wizard, and fire wizards don't mess around. Just like Crunk doesn't mess around. I have to defeat more. Awesome, we have to defeat 4. Guys, that's crazy. Well, look at me having 2 guys, they got us. The duel doesn't work. Absolutely no. Cameron, thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you had a wonderful time. Excuse me, you have a wonderful rest of your night. As always, sweet dreams. Thank you so much for watching. We're ditching a little bit more dangerous. They've got an aura, and I respect the aura. We've got some blades. And hopefully we can win. But yeah, guys, what are the plants? The plants are all golden. And then I was really stressed because, guys, there were things I was supposed to do before stream, which I didn't do. I'm going to be honest here. Dorito. Not Dorito. Dorito. Well, also Dorito. Hello, Dorito. Shout out to you. Hot Cheeto. Guys, I would never confuse my chips. Hot Cheeto. I still owe Hot Cheeto a role on the Discord. Guys, here's the thing, guys. Hot Cheeto is the one and only person so far who has claimed the Lord and Lady channel point reward on my channel, which is insane. Because that's 69,000 points. That's not nothing. Guys, you would have to win a crazy game. Like, that is a crazy amount of watch time. It is the truth flex, and I need to add a role on my Discord to recognize that, guys. If you want to join my Discord, even if you're watching on YouTube, type I Discord in my chat. When I say I Discord, I don't actually mean I mean exclamation point. I literally mean exclamation. I don't know why we say I. Maybe because other people have described it as I, and then I say I don't really know. Oh my god, guys, look, it's a bookworm. Okay, the bookworm does look pretty cool when it's swimming. I'm not gonna lie. I do enjoy the bookworm. But hopefully we can beat these little silly scissor teeth. Bada bing, bada boom. Savannah. Oh, guys, I do like when the Kookaburra dances. But yeah. Speaking of which, back a little bit to Moss. Guys, now, I spoke a little bit about that. That's the VR game I want to play on stream. I still kind of want to play Beat Saber on stream. I just don't know if that's ever going to happen. Just because to play Beats... I mean, don't get me wrong. I want to play Beat Saber on stream. It just is a little bit of a nightmare to set it up, and I have to have a cord connected, and then you guys can't really see me. But Moss, I would love to play on stream, because it's a very cute game. And also, I think it'd be better because I'm sitting down. Now, mind you, at the exact same time, I don't really know if a camera is needed for that. Maybe it is. It's like, guys, is there a purpose to have, like, my camera available if I'm playing a VR game? Like, do you guys want to see me in a VR headset? I feel like that's kind of ridiculous. Like, I feel like that would be funny if I was, like, moving around. But if I'm literally just like, guys, imagine I'm sitting in a chair, okay? And I have a VR headset, I'm just like this. Like, that's not, I don't know. That, in my mind, that's not really giving entertainment. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. But I feel like facial reactions are everything. Mind you, the moss is, wow. Bro, my drawing has been terrible. I assume Savannah Seaflower is going to come back online at some point. Savannah obviously just left and quit the game. Why? Because they were experiencing the battle glitch. Which, you know, guys, here's the thing. The battle glitch gets everyone, okay? You know, you can win sometimes and you can lose sometimes, and that's how it is. Speaking of battles, guys, I have started a new TV show. As I explained earlier, I was looking for, well, as I explained, I'm looking for a new show. Now, currently there are no new shows getting released that I'm extremely excited about. However, guys, I was just scrolling through all the different subscription services, and I found Owl House. Now, if anyone here knows an Owl House, please let me know. But Owl House is, it's a Disney show that is for kids that was released in 2000. That's about a strange teenager, or I mean like a teenager, preteen, bro, I don't know. Who gets put in a mythical world and then like does stuff. It is, and now here's the thing. It scratches the itch in a fantasy sense, because as a kid, as an adult, guys, all I ever want to do is be kidnapped and put in a fantasy world. Like, bro, if I had the option right now, right, go into a fantasy world and never come back to the human world, yank me through that door, pull me through, I'm excited and I'm ready. Now, mind you, obviously, you know, oh no, I get stuck in Narnia and then I'm bamboozled. Guys, you never know, okay? You never know where you get stuck up, but the idea of that is so exciting to me. And so I really enjoy the concept of that. And so I'm watching the show and I am enjoying it. I will say, guys, it is a kid's show. There are, not only obviously because like the violence is very relaxed, which makes sense, but also like the messaging. The messaging, guys, it's like literally a sledgehammer breaking your neck. Okay, imagine a sledgehammer going boom and just like smashing into you and you're going, whoa. Because guys, that is literally what's happening. Bro, the messaging is crazy. Not in like it's bad messaging. It's like obviously it's like found family. It's found family. It's like, you know, being weird is okay. What makes you different is you. You know, don't worry. Don't wait for someone to tell you you're special. You have to recognize your specialness and like, you know, utilize it to your attempt, which all makes sense, guys. These are all great messages and I agree with all of them. But they are literally saying these verbatim, which I don't mind. But it's kind of fun. I've been enjoying it. I do wish it was like, wow, we really just have to defeat about 2,000 enemies. I do wish we were doing like, maybe like a more, I wish there was an adult version of the show. I really do. It also reminds me of this other show, which is like Pearl. Is it Pearl Against the Forces of Darkness or something? There's a lot of Disney shows where they like go into fantasy world, which is guys like, and I totally get it. Cause it's like, at the end of the day, I mean, it's not everyone, but I do think a fair amount of people who play video games, and I don't know if this is different for you guys, but for y'all, I love fantasy. Like, fantasy is by far one of my favorite subjects of all time, and I feel like a lot of people play video games like fantasy, right? And obviously, not all video games are fantasy. There's, I guess Call of Duty is like a realistic, you know, maybe like more realistic game. There's sports games. There's Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader, which is a trivia game. There's all these different aspects. But in my mind, it's like at the end of the day, you're like, you know, Oblivion, Skyrim. Like, people really do like all these, it was crazy. She has Storm, I'm sorry guys, she has Storm Arc Mastery, yet she cast Unicorn on me, which is a really interesting combo. Anyways, you have all these different games that are fantasy, and I feel like that's something where it's like, you know, and not everyone reads fantasy to escape reality. But I think that's a very common, at least in my mind, I'd imagine that's common. For me, I know, I definitely read, not necessarily that my reality was so bad or terrible that I want to definitely escape it, but I enjoy fantasy. I really enjoy fantasy, and I enjoy imagining myself in these worlds. Wow, that really did nothing. You know what? And here's the thing. Sometimes, guys, two people make things go faster. I do enjoy fantasy, and I enjoy those aspects, so it was just cool. And that's why I think I like D&D, because D&D is fantasy aspect, and D&D is kind of that step forward, right? If you imagine, like, there's a difference between reading books, if you imagine there's a difference between, like, reading books, right? Reading your books, you feel in a different place, and then D&D, Dungeons & Dragons, if you don't know, allows you to take one step forward and actually be in a separate world and like, enact your will in that world and do what you want. Which, guys, is something I've struggled with as a DM, because sometimes I think here's it, guys. One time I really remember, I was a DM, a dungeon master, which means you're the one who controls the story, creates things, and one of my players wanted to create a business. His only goal was to create a business, right? He instantly wanted us to create a business. Mordalic, hello, I hope you're having a wonderful Sunday. This is the Pitch Black Lake, which is towards the end of Azteca. And so one of my players wanted to create a business in my D&D story, and I had an entire plan. I had an entire plan, which was it was going to be about this bachelorette party, right? Where basically there were these kingdoms that were based off of elements, and there was going to be this one princess they had to pick up, and then they basically had to go around, pick up all the princesses, keep them together, because the idea is, right, the princesses, they're not to stereotype about princesses, but they're annoying. Most of them were dumb, and then one of the princesses was obviously going to be evil and try to be killing the main princess. So then basically, right, they're trying to keep NPCs safe while fighting monsters to like create a more elevated combat. Anyways, one of the players wanted to create a business, and I know internally I felt so adamantly against that, because I was like, I don't want you to sit in one place. I don't want you to do that. But now, as you know, as an older person, I realized that I could have shifted that narrative, right? It's like, okay, this player wants to create a business. There you go. You know, you get your business. You know, you need some gold for startup capital. You get some startup capital. Let's say you start your business and it's traders. Well, guess what? Okay, you know what? The next step is, you know, you need to like go clear a road, because currently the road's closed down and trade's not available. There's so many aspects where I can create a narrative purpose to cause them to also want to go on the adventure. Except I just think as someone who was like so stuck in my ways initially, I didn't really have that. And so that was a little sad. But I think, you know, I like that I'm able to now recognize that there are steps to take apart. And moral of the story is, guys, with fantasy stories, you know, we all like reading fantasy stories. D&D in my mind is one step above if you really want to escape. And I think that's why I like D&D. That's why I like watching Critical Role, because it's also another escape from reality, but not maybe even an escape from reality, just an ability to live in an alternative world. Obviously, I also like VR. Not that I've played a little bit of VR chat, but I mean, that's kind of different. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love playing like Total Drama Island on Roblox. I love a game where you can obviously be someone and you chat with other players. I guess it's roleplay in like a weird way, but not like, you know, there's like levels, right? There's like, I'm playing WoW and I'm, you know, bro, I don't know. I just remember seeing some video someone did where there was like some dude in the Pandora expression of WoW and he was going around and being a priest, and like, that's not my vibe. Like, my vibe is, you know, okay, well, my vibe is just, all I want to do is just be annoying on Total Drama Island. So, except, guys, recently I was playing Total Drama Island on Roblox. I highly recommend, if you haven't played it, it's really fun. And me and my friend, we were being the most menacing people ever, right? And it's so fun, especially, oh my God, this one player, I don't know why, guys, this one player's, I don't go into the voice chat, which maybe, I don't know. This one player was accusing someone else of teaming. So of course I'm jumping into the thing, and I'm like, absolutely, that person is cheating, and they are teaming, right? And then this person is screaming that they're not teaming, and then me and this other person saying they're teaming, right? And then okay, yeah, that happened. And then another time, guys, I started to lie and someone else joined me. I just love it. I love it when someone starts to lie and then other players who you're not playing with just join. It's almost the most perfect thing ever. Interesting. Stormlord for ice. Guys, I don't know. Guys, here's the thing. I know I'm talking to Savannah. We got to keep Savannah, you know, a little bit intrigued, a little bit, you know, keeping going. I don't really need to worry about Savannah. Either way, I like all aspects of that, I guess. And, you know, to drag that back to the subject so I don't get too far off. I love a TV show where they're escaping fantasy, and so I love a video game where we get to enact it, and I love Dungeons & Dragons. Why? Because fantasy is my favorite subject. I would say after fantasy, it's probably sci-fi. I kind of like sci-fi. There's a fair amount of subjects I like. There's a fair amount I like about sci-fi. I didn't, and if you don't know this, technically, sci-fi is a subgenre of dystopia. Sci-fi is a subgenre of dystopia. Also, guys, my left monitor is broken, and I don't know how it broke, but right now, I don't actually see the lines. Sometimes my left monitor, the top of it, it gets these weird, like, red, blue, and green lines, which is really depressing. I will say, fortunately, it is my cheapest monitor, right? You know, guys, I have a gaming monitor, I have a work monitor, and then I have my, like, you know, my Discord monitor, right? Because we've got our dirt cheap monitor, 75 FPS HD. We've got my gaming monitor, 140p, 165 FPS, and then we've got my work monitor, which is 4K, like 60 FPS with a USB-C charging and Thunderbolt cable, so I can plug in a laptop to it so I can have a bigger screen to work off of. Which, speaking of which, guys, I would either, if you're ever worried about work, I'd recommend an ultra-wide, either an ultra-wide or a 4K monitor, because a 4K monitor, you're able to fit more things on the screen. Mind you, text can be hard to read. Where is this? There was a, wait, let me look up. Sci-fi subgenre Wikipedia. Because I'm pretty sure, not this. Oh, excuse me. Guys, we really don't have an enchant. Oh my God. Mystic, thank you so much for the raid. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you. Hello, Vibe. Hello, Mystic. I hope you guys are having an absolutely wonderful Sunday. How are you guys? I hope everything's going great. I just literally... Oh, you know what? Oh my God, I know what's wrong. This needs to be up here. We're gonna fix this in the future. Either way, hello, everyone. How are you, Mystic? I do not know what you were playing, but I can say one thing and one thing true, guys. If you've ever thought, Twichty, your content is good, but you're too intense, well, I'll tell you something. You want the ultimate vibes, you want the ultimate chill. May I recommend Mystic for you guys? If you haven't checked out Mystic, I do recommend Mystic. Mystic is an awesome streamer who streams awesome games. How's Wiz? Wiz is good. I've got a random wizard with me who, you know, did I ask for a partner? No, but I've got someone with me, and that's kind of how it be. What game were you playing? Oh my God, I'm sorry. Let me type in your name so I'm not cooked here. Did that work? Yes. What game were you playing? I hope everything's going great. Baldur's Gate was fun. Oh, you're playing Baldur's Gate. I see. I'm also playing Baldur's Gate. Oh my God, I'm really enjoying patch 8. I hope I'm having an absolute blast. I hope you're having a blast as well. I'm doing one where I randomized all the loot, and that is really, it's helping revitalize the game for me, and I'm really enjoying it. But Wiz is going really well. I also played, Mystic, I don't know if you, it's so fun. I'm playing here's the thing. Currently I don't have a Star Druid on my team, but I honestly, because there's so many subclasses, I might re-roll my classes every arc, right? Like Act 1, Act 2, because I want new things. Oh, hello, Zoe. Hello. I hope you're having a wonderful Sunday. Also, if any of you guys have claimed Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader from Epic Mystic, I would highly recommend playing on stream. Guys, Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? It's extremely fun. Everyone liked it. I played it for the first time today. Guys, I had an absolute blast. I don't know. I got it free for some point on Epic, so I just shut that out in case you got it. Obviously, I mean, you could also buy it, but I absolutely loved it and it was the best thing. But yeah, Wizard is going well right now. But yeah, guys, moral of the story is I'm pretty sure that not moral of the story, guys, and go back to whatever thing. I'll check it out. It really is, okay? Because
I need fresh water.
Follow
me outside.
You know, sometimes, here's the thing. Do I want to look dumb on stream?